All right, all right, all right. Okay. So I think my audio is correct and up to date. If you can hear me, type a number 8 in the live stream. Usually my haters always hit the notification bell so they get my videos first. So the first few 10 people that's going to show up here is not going to type on number 8. And it's okay. All right, armchair philosopher, one of the homies typed at number 8. He said he can hear me well, right? So I'm not playing no music at the beginning of this video. I just want to jump straight into it. I meant to do a stream that's not live and just record it and then upload it, right? What you say, armchair, this is going to trigger some of the guys in the Tri Media Discord. It sure will. It sure will, right here. So, my title is Black versus White Police Shootings slash Killings, right? How liberal media deceives you, right? And why do they deceive you? They deceive you for your vote. Everything is political. All this shit is a mind game. Police don't give a fuck if you black or white. If you got a gun in your motherfucking hand and they're in pursuit of you or chasing you and you pull out a gun or have a gun in your hand, you're going to get laid down to rest and take a dirt nap. They're not playing with you folk with guns in your hands when police is trying to keep the peace and figure out shit. Okay? This black kid got shot and killed because police pulled up on him and four youth was in a stolen car and they all ran and police got after two of them. One of the two had a gun in his hand while he was fleeing from police. If you're fleeing from police unarmed, you're good. If you're fleeing from police with a pistol in your hand, you're going to die and get laid down. Why? Because it's protocol, if a suspect is fleeing and he has a firearm in his hand, he can easily turn around in 1 second, point and shoot and kill a police officer. This is why they will get shot down to death. All law enforcement, police officers, sheriff, highway patrol, want to go home to their family. They don't have time to play with you, whether you're black or white, if you have a gun in your hand. If they give you commands, you either follow instructions or take a dirt nap. This is protocol. Would you say, armchair? I assume that your camera isn't on. Yes, my camera isn't on tonight. So I'm going to share my screen and show some videos. And the videos will be of white folk getting killed, shot in the back, all kind of crazy shit that you guys never hear about. Why? Because white on white crime doesn't sell, doesn't get any views. Only white versus black conflict gets views. Only white cop versus black suspect gets views. White on white don't get no views. And liberal media controls the media, so they can't, what you call, tap your emotions with white on white crime. Only with white versus black crime. You get it? Okay, this is not rocket science. We're going to break this down. I've been saying this for years. This is one of the reasons I turned conservative because I said liberals and Democrats are full of shit. They're pushing all these fake ass cases for your vote. They're manipulating cases for convictions for your vote. Understand this. So, again, if you guys can hear me, type a number 8 in the chat. I'm about to get started, regardless if you do or not. And we're going to break this down. Let me share my screen. Now, you had an incident. They call it what? Let me blow this up so you can see. The killing of Tony Tempa. People are like, Tony Tempa? Who the fuck is that? I never heard of a Tony Tempa. Tony Tempa? Yeah, you haven't heard of it because media refuse to pump this up and play it. But I'm going to play it for you, right? Now, let's just get to it. Tony Tempa was a man who was shot, who was killed by police the same way George Floyd was, with a knee on his back. Listen to his mother talk. We're going to break this down. We're going to watch the video. Let's get into it.
Said, "Good evening, sir," back, and he told me he loved me, and he hung up the phone.
Wendy Tippett was on the phone with her 29-year-old son, Timothy Michael Randall, when a sheriff's deputy pulled him over. It was late at night in rural Rusk County, Texas.
The reason I pulled you over is you blew that stop sign back there.
No, I didn't.
He pulled him over, as you heard, because he blew or kept going past a fucking stop sign.
Rusk County, Texas.
The reason I pulled you over is you blew that stop sign back there.
No, I didn't. I came to a complete stop with that stop sign.
Sergeant Shane Iverson spotted an open container, according to police.
Step out of the vehicle for me.
The confrontation escalated.
Right there real quick.
He told the white boy to step out the car because of a traffic stop. Let's go.
You got anything on you? You should.
Can you just tell me, officer, please, can you tell me what I'm under arrest for, please? Please.
He slams the white boy to the floor because of a traffic stop.
Just tell me, officer, please, can you tell me what I'm under arrest for, please? Please. Officer, please.
Get out.
Sergeant Iverson, a former Green Beret who served
and he shoots the man in his back. The man is unarmed. Why didn't you hear about this police officer shooting an unarmed white boy in the back? You didn't hear about it because white versus white police activity doesn't sell. This is why you never heard of it. Let's continue.
Multiple tours overseas, fired one shot. Randall ran off. But when Sergeant Iverson found him moments later,
Dude, you okay?
he was collapsed on the ground. The deputy calling it in.
I need an ambulance. Call everybody. I've got a shooting.
After driving his patrol vehicle over and administering first aid.
Come on, stay with me, buddy.
Then on a phone call, 13 minutes after firing that shot.
4125. I need everybody.
The police officer shot an unarmed white boy in the back and has been nowhere on media. The news ain't pushing it. White folk ain't marching and protesting. Nobody gives a fuck. Why? Because white versus white crime doesn't sell. It doesn't get views. If this was a black man, the entire nation would be in an uproar. Niggas would be marching, protesting, burning, and looting. He had no GoFundMe, none of that shit. Why aren't black folk mad about this? Because it doesn't involve them and they can't point a finger and say, see, white folk are killing us. No, they're killing any motherfucking body. If you got a gun in your hand, even if you don't have a gun in your hand, and it's some foul play with a white folk, you won't hear about it. This is not rocket scientist. Let's go.
I just smoked a dude.
Meanwhile, Tippett did not hear back from her son, so she went looking for him.
I couldn't make myself go up there. I'm sorry.
Not one black person on entire social media posted about this at all. Why?
I knew something was bad.
This was never on national media, no outcry or any of this, and he got shot in the back unarmed. Now, we recently had a situation where a black kid got shot down by police, and he was armed with an extended clip. They recovered the gun. He had another extended clip in his pocket. They found another gun in the vehicle of the stolen car four black kids was in. And everybody's in an uproar, and they found two guns. No gun found on this white boy, and nobody says a goddamn thing. What are we talking about? Let's continue.
Calling Mama's mother's intuition, I don't know. I just knew it was bad. And then
Let's continue. Now, let's move on from that one because you'll never hear about it. There'll never be any outrage because the one killed wasn't black. Now, we had a guy named Tony Tempa who had a knee on his neck and back. Nobody heard about it or cared. He died the same way George Floyd did. But George Floyd was black. So you hear all about it on the news, and liberal media pushes it to get you all riled up in your emotions to get your vote. Tony Tempa was a 32-year-old man who died in police custody in Dallas, Texas. Another Texas killing. He had called for 911 help, stating he was a schizophrenic, off his medication, and had taken cocaine. A white boy on the goddamn ground after taking cocaine and had a knee on his back. Guess what? When you're on fentanyl, cocaine, and drugs, your heartbeat is pumping. Your heart rate is up. And if police fuck with you, put a knee on your neck or your back, and you're on fentanyl or cocaine, your heart is going to race and you may die. This isn't rocket science. This is reality. But did you hear about Tony Tempa? Nope. Why? Because he's a white boy. Let's see about Tony Tempa real quick. All right. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. Tony Tempa on the ground with police on his back. You're okay. The police officers are joking and laughing as he's on the ground with a knee on his back. Hold on, y'all. Let me refresh my tablet. Hold on. We talking some real shit tonight. Hold on. Okay, let's continue.
Yacht Club in Rockwall. That's close to 20.
Please let me go, please.
Hey, Tony.
Please
We're trying to help you out, man. Just relax.
Let me go, please.
Yacht Club in Rockwall. That's close to 20.
Please let me go, please.
Tony is begging, please let him up. Please let me go. And the police don't give a fuck. Why didn't y'all hear about this one? Because he's a white boy and he don't bring views. And the liberals can't tap your emotions for your vote. Let's go.
Hey, Tony. We're trying to help you out, man. Just relax.
He's handcuffed.
I'm going to try to change the cuffs. Okay. That way we have
Where's his knee at? On his back, right below his neck.
to worry about it once he's up.
Yeah.
Get a Green Oaks cocktail special.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
They laugh and joke as their knee is on his back. They weren't laughing and joking about George Floyd. They're laughing and joking with the white boy. Which one is worse? Let's go.
Pinned him down like this because they had him just sitting down. He's like rolling, like pulling. And I was like, ah.
Where's the police knee at? On his back and lower neck. Why didn't you hear about this case? Why wasn't this on national news and everybody protesting? Niggas ain't protesting for no white boy. You got to be black. If you black, they'll burn down the goddamn country. If you black, they'll burn down the city, start looting, and acting a fool. But if you white, you won't hear shit. Ain't nobody looting, ain't none of it. Because it's all some racial bullshit. Let's go.
Schizophrenia. He damn near got kicked, so.
Hey, Tony, what'd you take?
They asked Tony, what you take? He's on drugs. Like George Floyd was on drugs. But the difference is George Floyd said, I don't want to be in the back of the police car. I can't breathe. George Floyd was saying, I can't breathe before he was even on the ground. George Floyd claimed he had claustrophobia, therefore, he cannot be in the back of a police car. He said, put me on the motherfucking ground, and that's what the police did. This white boy didn't say that. They put his ass on the ground after he's on dope, have his knee in his neck and everything, and nobody bats an eye.
Yeah, he took some.
So what's the plan? HMFIC out here, sir.
We're going to, if they'll strap him to a gurney, one of y'all.
Well, they can both ride in the back. I'll drive the ambulance.
They're laughing as he's on the ground. Were they laughing when George Floyd was on the ground? Nope. Nope. They're laughing at this white boy on the ground as he is dying. No uproar from the black community. No uproar from the white community. Let's go.
He was scrumming a little too much.
You all right, bud? You gonna be all right.
Is he acknowledging anymore?
He's moving.
Oh, I thought he nodded yes to your question.
Tony.
Where's his knee at? Why y'all didn't go crazy over this white boy with a knee on his neck? Because he's not black. And you guys can't point the finger at white folk. You can only do that if it's black person being abused by the police. You ignore all white boy abuse because you're racist. Let's go.
Tony.
Tony. He's breathing.
Tony. I'll make sure you're still breathing.
Yeah.
His nose is buried in there.
I think he's just...
They talking about his nose is buried, and they playing with this motherfucker, and he's dying.
He just snorted.
Tony.
He's out cold. What the fuck?
Is he asleep?
He's snoring. That's what it was.
Niggas is laughing. White boys is laughing. Talking about he sleep and laughing. When did they laugh at George Floyd? When did they play all these games when George Floyd was on the floor? They did it with the white boy. Why aren't you mad when the white boy is being killed with a knee on his back? But it's not the knee that killed George Floyd or this white boy. It's the fucking fentanyl and cocaine that they fucking swallowed and was high on. I've been high on cocaine and my heart rate was up. If I had got arrested while I was high on cocaine and they put a knee on my back and on my neck and I'm paranoid with all these police officers around me, I got a bad heart, I'm gonna fucking die. It's not a race issue.
Yeah, he's asleep.
The officers crack jokes about waking up Tempa. A paramedic administers a powerful sedative.
Tony.
Tony!
Tony.
He's dead and they still have a knee on his fucking back.
Time for school. Wake up.
I don't want to go to school.
Police laughs. Listen.
Time for school. Wake up.
I don't want to go to school.
They're all laughing. But not one black person on planet Earth was in an uproar about this. Why? Because he's not black. Hypocrites.
First day, you can't be late.
Tony.
We bought your new shoes for the first day of school. Come on.
They said we bought you new shoes. It's the first day of school, and they're clowning this dead white boy. They didn't clown George Floyd like that. So why aren't you guys in an uproar about this? Because you niggas is fake. And you're frauds. And you're racist, black supremacists who is full of shit. And the liberal Democrats got you niggas in a cult, brainwashed.
Made breakfast, scrambled eggs, your favorite.
With waffles.
He said we got you breakfast scrambled eggs, your favorite, with waffles, and they're clowning.
Waffles. Made breakfast, scrambled eggs, your favorite.
With waffles.
Waffles.
Fruity Tooty Fruity waffles. I think he's out cold now.
Yeah, he's might wake him up.
They about to throw a shot in his arm. Watch.
Oh, he just got quiet.
All of a sudden, just whoop.
The dark kid? Oh, there he comes.
If this was a black man and they're joking and kikiing and acting a goddamn fool while he's dying, the whole America would have got burnt down. Did white folk protest? Did white folk burn down America behind this? You know what white folk do? Hey, oh well, a motherfucking casualty. He shouldn't have been on dope in a nutcase. But you niggas cap for nutcases who swallow dope and pass fake money at stores. White folk chop it up and be like, oh well, stupid motherfucker. Am I making something up or am I showing and proving? Let's continue. He's dead. Let's move on. We can keep going on about this all day. Let's move on to the next one. Tony Tampa, the killing of him. Not one person batted an eye. Shameful on you niggas. Now we got videos about Tony Tampa.
That finally changed. Now, during deliberations, the jury asked to watch the police body camera video again. The video shows Tampa cuffed as Officer Dustin Dillard put his knee on Tampa's back for more than 14 minutes. Tampa can be
more than 14 minutes, longer than George Floyd. And you ain't heard a word about it.
Heard on the video calling out for help 35 times. By the time officers moved Tampa,
35 times he called out for help and nobody gave a fuck. George Floyd ain't called out for help no 35 times.
Into an ambulance, he was dead. Tampa was in the officers moved Tampa into an ambulance, he was dead. By the time officers moved Tampa into an ambulance, he was dead.
He was fucking dead, and the black community ain't never heard nothing about this. It was never on national news and pumped up. Don't tell me nothing about black versus white police incidents. I will check you all. Let's continue. Here we go.
Despicable, and they deserve to go to jail for murder as far as I'm concerned.
This guy you would call a white supremacist, but he's speaking out on the bullshit of police.
However, what's also despicable is how we see the Democrats and the media trying to paint this picture as racist and create racial division so that they could drum up power and support and be able to win elections. It is absolutely disgusting, and I could prove that they're doing this in a hypocritical way. Did you know that in 2016, police officers in Dallas did a very similar thing? A schizophrenic man called the police for help, and they came, pinned him on the ground with their knee in the back of their back and neck to the point where he suffocated and died and was ruled murder. None of those police ended up facing any sort of criminal charges. Do you remember the media and them?
None of them police was charged. But guess what happened in the George Floyd case? The police was charged and went to fucking prison. But when they kill a white man, they didn't go to prison. Hey, Yoruba Oshun, and I always say any bitch with the name Oshun is a fucking nutcase and has mental health issues. And here coming an Oshun popping up in my chat talking about you talk that per capita talk with crime, but not this. Chief X, you a quack. I'm showing straight facts. She's mad. This bitch, Yoruba Oshun, in the chat is mad that I'm showing and proving.
with their knee in the back of their back and neck to the point where he suffocated and died and was ruled murder. None of those police ended up facing any sort of criminal charges. Do you remember the media and Dems calling for riots? Do you remember those riots occurring? Of course not. Now I'm going to show you some of this video as you can hear them laughing as they murder this white man, and you can make your own mind up. So I warn you, this is very disturbing.
Tony.
Tony! Tony! Back to school. Wake up.
I don't want to go to school, Mom.
First day, you can't be.
That's enough of that fucking bullshit. I'm sure and improving. Now, here we go with the body cam of another police. See, I tell people all the time, I got 7 revolvers. All I do is watch self-protection videos, excessive force videos, body cam videos, and I'm going to tell you from a fucking expert point of view, all you niggas is wrong about police brutality and who they inflicted on. I'm telling you right now, the reason why you think only blacks is getting brutalized is because the liberal media is brainwashing you to make you think that. Let's go. Now, I didn't start it from the beginning, but this white/Mexican guy is running from police. Police right here in pursuit. Frame by frame. Let's go. Wait a minute. Let me speed this up. Police in pursuit of this cat. Hold on. Let me speed this up. And what does police do? Shoot his ass. Did you hear about it? Nope. Why? Because he wasn't black. Why is the volume?
Bitch ass nigga! Fuck you! Fuck you guys, man! What the fuck were people doing?
Now the public is going crazy because he shot this guy. Let me rewind to the beginning.
Call the 4-way!
I can't, my radio broke.
Dude.
This guy is on the ground because he got shot.
Dude, you alright?
Now I'm pausing it. I don't have time to go through this whole video because it's 10 minutes long. But not one black person was in an uproar about this. Media didn't show this police shooting this man in the back because he wasn't black. It's not going to generate views and emotions unless it's white versus black conflict. So in y'all's mind, you think police is only fucking with black folk because that's all media will show to you. Listen, we can go. Now, let's move on. People always ask, why they got to empty the clip? Police protocol, let's watch. Police protocol says you continue to shoot until the threat is no more. Why do they say that, Chief X? Since you guys don't know, let me help you. It's because, do you know how many times a person has been shot and didn't die and still, in a hail of bullets, turn around and point the gun at law enforcement or whoever and begins to shoot back? 1, 2, 3, 4 bullets don't always kill you. The suspect may turn around and shoot you back. So since police officers want to go home to their family alive after work, just like all of you want to go home to your family alive when you get off your motherfucking McDonald's job, okay? When you get off your job leaving the motherfucking county building, you want to go home alive to your family. If a nigga's shooting at you, you're going to shoot them dead just like the police did. Now, this ain't a black guy. Watch these motherfuckers shoot this motherfucker 20 times until he's dead. Why? So he won't revive himself and turn around, point the gun in 1 second and shoot them, and they won't go home. Let's go. Now, that was about 18 shots. Here you niggas is complaining about 4 shots to a black boy's back when the black boy had a gun in his hand. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Let's watch it again.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm slipping.
Graphic content.
I wanted the cops coming to tell us to.
If this was a situation, black folk would be saying, why do they need 20 cops for one guy? Why do they need 20 cops for one black man? But you never, ever say that when it's a white man with a gun or a white man acting a fool trying to kill whoever's in his vicinity. You never say that. You only say it if it's a black guy. White guy, y'all totally ignore it. Hey, if they shoot the motherfucker 20 times, oh well. This is how y'all are. Let's watch. Yep. Once you point or make a false move, whether you're black, white, Asian, Chinese, you're going to take a fucking dirt nap and get your fucking head blown off. It don't matter your fucking race. You niggas is crazy. And then they shot 2 extra times to make sure. Did any black folk be in an uproar about this shooting? Did you hear about this on national news? Nope. Because white folk know if you motherfucking tripping and the police give you orders and you don't follow orders and you get your ass shot, oh fucking well. Follow orders and shut your goddamn mouth so you can live. This is how white folk think. You ain't never seen no white folk march, and I can show you 50 shootings of white folk. You've never seen them march and protest. Oshun, every bitch named Oshun is a nutcase. And if you say one more crazy thing, I'm about to block you and you'll never be able to comment in my chat. Last warning. I'm here to destroy your motherfucking beliefs. You're going to get mad. Here we go. Let's go some more. If this was a black person, y'all gonna be like, why did he shoot so many times in the car? If you attempt to kill, harm, or injure a law enforcement officer, you're gonna fucking die. Whether you black, white, Mexican, Samoan, Russian, Kazakhstan, Pakistani, Palestinian, fucking, if you from fucking Southeast Asia, if you Vietnamese, you're gonna fucking die. Watch.
Police officer opens fire on a suspect who refuses to stop their vehicle.
Stop the car! Show 5 to those officers. Stop the car! Turn around and get your car. Go back.
How many shots he fired? At least 10. But you niggas is complaining about 2 shots to a nigga's back when he had a gun in his hand. Nigga shot this 18-year-old boy who was in a carjacking, had a fucking gun with an extended clip and another clip in his pocket and another gun found in the fucking stolen vehicle. And you niggas got the audacity to cry and complain because a motherfucker with a gun in his hand got shot twice. Fuck out of here.
Even after being shot, the suspect continues to flee.
What'd she say? Even after he was shot, the suspect continued to flee. This is why police protocol is to shoot until the threat is gone. We ain't just popping you one time so you can raise back up and point the gun at us and kill us. No, we trying to go home to our family. We shooting your motherfucking ass until you're no longer a threat and you're dead. You shouldn't have pulled a gun on the police. Now, I'm reading somebody in the chat, 7. I don't, know what your angle is. I don't know who you're talking to, but he says, oh, shoon. Yes, this is because black have a higher amount of violent encounters with police. I don't know if he's agreeing with me or not. But this disparity shit y'all spout. Oh, well, black people are in prison and it's a disparity in numbers. And well, black folk are committing crime in a disparity kind of way. They're committing more crime than the other motherfucking race. So, of course, they're going to be in prison at a higher rate than other races. So, the disparity argument is some liberal bullshit they tricking your niggas ass with. Okay, 7, you say you agreeing with me. Okay, cool. Because I haven't been reading comments. Okay, cool. This motherfucker got shot a bunch of times through his window and still jumped out the car and ran. Imagine if he had a gun and he was shot 2-3 times and he jumped out the car with a gun and shot the police. All the other police gonna be mad that they didn't get rid of this motherfucker initially and allowed him to jump out the car with a gun and kill another police officer, aka their co-worker. You niggas don't know shit about self-defense. You don't watch body cam videos. You guys don't own firearms. You don't know shit about self-defense. You don't know shit about excessive force versus deadly force versus, normal physical force. You don't know shit about that. All you do is see a video and have a motherfucking heart attack.
I copy 10-3, officer ran over.
This motherfucker rolling after being shot.
Shots fired.
Police in Columbus, Ohio, released video footage of the lengthy chase that preceded the shooting. They say the car was being pursued because it was reported stolen, and the owner claimed
If you're in a stolen car and you jump out a stolen car with a gun, you're gonna die. Ain't no, oh, let's donate to the motherfucker. You stupid motherfucker, you're gonna die.
Claimed to have say the car was being pursued because it was reported stolen, and the owner claimed to have seen it driving around. The driver was able to evade the officer who initially located the vehicle, but it was soon spotted by another officer who tried to perform a traffic stop.
Now, you know what? Let's pass this. Justified. Let's go. Here we go. Another white boy talking that shit, and in seconds, a person with a firearm can point that firearm at you and shoot you dead. Police ain't playing with you niggas, with you white boys, with you Samoans, with you Mexicans. If you got a gun in your hand and police is around, either follow instructions and drop the gun or fucking die. It has nothing to do with race. Watch.
Hands up until the officer said he could keep looking. Brian then told the officer he didn't have his license with him.
Here, why don't you do me a favor? Take off your seatbelt and step out. Did you just hear me? Look at me. Take off your seatbelt.
Listen, you only have seconds to defend your life and kill the perpetrator. A second. If I'm a gun guy. If I'm running with my pistol on my hip and I pull this pistol in a chase, I'm dead. As soon as they see the gun in my hand, they're not going to give me a second to turn around and shoot them dead. No, they're going to kill you so they can go home. This is protocol.
Seatbelt. Are you requesting me? I'm telling you to take off your seatbelt and step out. Why don't we do this? Put your hands. All right.
How many shots did you hear? At least 16. You niggas gonna complain to me about 2 shots in a black person's back when he had a gun in his hand? They shooting this white boy 16 times. That's called protocol. Make sure that the threat is gone so he don't stay alive and point the gun and kill your ass and you can't go home to your family and friends. Gears of Truth said respectfully, you sound inebriated, but maybe that's just how you sound. Gears of Truth, I had some motherfucking whiskey tonight. I might be inebriated. But it doesn't stop the fact that I'm telling the motherfucking truth, you piece of shit. You are so racist, you want to be in denial about what I'm saying so you can race bait.
As the suspect was being questioned, Officer Jared Sally, who was on the passenger side, started walking around the truck as police opened the door and told the suspect to get out of the truck. Brian pulled a gun and started...
Pause. As soon as any police, 100% of the time, if they see a gun in your hand after they've given you plenty instructions, you're going to die. Whether you're black, white, Chinese, Vietnamese, Samoan, Mexican, you're going to fucking die.
shooting Officer Sally, who fell to the pavement. Both officers returned fire, shooting the suspect multiple times. Officer Sally was hit twice in his leg and near his pelvis. Police chief says the officer's vest and flashlight may have saved his life. Police applied a tourniquet and rushed him to the hospital. The officer is expected to make a full recovery and return to work once the investigation is complete. Officers gave the suspect first.
Now, you have to understand these men of the blue are brave. Protecting your dumb ass, protecting your grandmama's ass, protecting your mama's ass from motherfucking thieves, crooks, molesters, and killers. And you guys have the audacity to talk shit to the men in blue who's brave, right? Let me show you what I'm talking about.
First aid until paramedics arrived. He was taken to the hospital and survived his injuries. Brian's charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault on a public servant, drug possession with intention to distribute. A judge has denied him bond. Brian is.
This motherfucker lived after 16 shots towards his ass. So now, do you understand why they continue to shoot until the threat is no more? Why? It's because all these white boys, all these black boys, all these Mexicans still be surviving after shot multiple times. And they're not going to take a chance of your ignorant ass pointing a gun while you're still alive and killing them. You get it now? You didn't get it because you guys don't follow self-protection videos. You don't follow police cam videos. You don't follow self-defense rules. All you do is follow what fucking Democrat politicians say, and here you is crying and looting and acting a goddamn fool. I'm sick of you niggas.
Is due back in court on Friday. Joining me, as always, is Sean Sticks Larkin, retired Tulsa police lieutenant. All right, so the
now, all these experts be trying to teach you what they do and why. And here you is still in denial because you guys are some racist pieces of shit who don't understand reality. Let me move on. Here go another nigga. Soon as they see a gun in his hand, now this one's a black guy, running for police. They soon as he brandish a gun, everybody's blasting. That's protocol. It's the same thing that happened to the what's his guy name? Ryan Hinton, who just died 2 days ago. Then his father had the audacity to try to avenge his life and ran over and killed an innocent man, acting like he was wanting revenge for his stupid ass son's actions. His son was a bumbling idiot and a fool and a thug who deserved to get his motherfucking head blown off. Watch. He's
Gun right here. Gun right here. Show me your hands.
He's fleeing, but he happens to have a gun, and they blast his ass. That's what you get, you stupid motherfucker. Watch.
Hold your fire. Hold your fire. Hold your fire.
That was about 18 bullets in his ass. Oh, well, why they got to empty the clip? They don't give a fuck. They gonna empty the clip whether you black, white, Chinese, Mexican, whatever. It's not race-based. If you got a gun in your hand while police is in pursuit of you, you're gonna die. You follow instructions and shut your goddamn mouth if you want to live. Period. These deaths is because niggas is acting a goddamn fool. That's why. He took a dirt nap. Look at him now. Most of these motherfuckers is suicidal. What they call it? Suicide by police. They say, fuck it. I'm out of here. Fuck it. I'm going to pack this pistol. Fuck it. If the police chase me, I'm going to pull this motherfucker out and I'm going to try to get away. I'm going to try to shoot a police. Maybe I'll lay his ass down and then I can get away. Nope. You're fucking dead. And here go black folk protesting, crying, looting, and doing all kind of dumb shit. We sick of you niggas. What you say? Hold on, let me get back to y'all. But let me make sure I'm finished showing all this shit. Okay, hold on. One more, and we're gonna talk.
Alright guys.
White boy, mind you.
I'm a paramedic. Okay, he's got a hole right just above his right. Okay, we're going to put a chest seal, okay? So bear with me, okay?
Look at this stupid motherfucker in the left corner up in the left top corner with a gun in his hand while trying to talk to the police. You cannot talk to motherfucking police or law enforcement holding a pistol, you stupid motherfuckers. If police is around and you got a pistol in your hand, you're gonna die. They tell you, if you niggas ever followed self-defense, they tell you, even if you killed somebody who was trying to stab you and you shot this motherfucker dead who's trying to stab you, when you call the police and the police is on their way to check shit out, you better have that motherfucking gun on the goddamn floor or on the table and have your hands in the air, or they're gonna shoot you. They're being called to a scene where a murder or a shooting went down. Anybody with a gun in their hand when the police arrive is in jeopardy. So smart niggas who know about self-defense and how to behave when police, they put the gun on the counter, they put the gun on the floor, and they raise their hand in the fucking air or lay down on the ground and say, hey, and they're safe. If you got a gun in your hand, you're gonna fucking die, whether you're right or wrong. Do not have a fucking pistol in your hand when the police roll up on you. They don't know you. They don't have a clue who you are. They don't trust you, and they want to go home alive. You should already know not to have a fucking pistol in your hand when the police pull up. Let's go.
For 10 minutes. Bring him down. Hey, open his airway, okay? Put him down on his back. Open his airway.
Police is talking, giving instructions to save a life, and some idiot got a fucking pistol in his hand. This white boy, watch.
Okay? Put him down on his back. Open his airway.
But the idiot is the brother of the guy who's on the ground bleeding. So he feels he's protecting his brother and doing the right thing. But once police show up, shut your goddamn mouth and get the gun out your goddamn hand. It don't matter if you're right or wrong, white or black. Watch.
He has a gun. He has a gun in his hand, pointing at people. No, stop.
Drop it. Go it.
All in the back, all in the neck. It don't fucking matter. White, black, it don't fucking matter. What are you doing with a gun in your hand when police is talking? If this was a black guy, niggas would be in an uproar right now. He was just protecting his brother who just got killed, and police rolled up on him and shot him in the back. Oh my God! Let's protest, let's riot, let's loot, and let's burn. Let's point the finger and show them that we're not playing. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. When police show up, you bet not have no weapon in your hand. If you don't know that, that's on your dumb ass.
He has a gun. He has a gun. In his hand, pointing at people. Y'all stop.
Drop it. Go.
He's telling police to stop. This is my brother I'm protecting. Police don't know you. Police is not trusting some stranger in the public telling them something. You drop the motherfucking gun or die.
Hey, open his airway, okay? Put him down on his back, open his airway.
He has a gun. He has a gun. In his hand, pointing at people. Y'all stop.
Drop it. Go.
Listen, family. Listen, family. You guys can play all these mind games you want. Act like police is just after you. Do all this dumb shit. And you're wrong. Ryan Hinton was wrong. Ryan Hinton's daddy was wrong to run over an innocent, retired, elderly man who just happened to be a cop controlling traffic at a university, trying to keep peace at this university and make sure traffic is rolling right. Ryan Hinton's dad ran him over and killed him. He deserves the death penalty. He was out of line and fucking wrong. His son was a piece of shit, and his daddy was a piece of shit. His son was running from a stolen car. They had 2 guns on them. Ryan had a warrant out for his arrest for murder. And here you ignorant niggas is at, capping for a fucking murderer running around with a gun. Let me read the comments and read this dumb shit people typing in the chat. Oshun, Yoruba Oshun, is a female. I've typed 1,000,000 times on Facebook. Any person named Oshun has mental health problems. There's a bunch of crazy bitches. I'm trying to tell you. Anything Oshun typed in this motherfucking chat is a goddamn lie. And she's up in here trying to save face. What this comment say? I'm a black, and I've been done by white officers and white people. I'm fighting a case now because a white woman lied on me, and it's only my word against her because I did something lawfully. And this sounds like some mental health bullshit. Okay? Stop listening to these idiots. She tried to say it was unlawful. I never listen to a white person trying to tell them how to see the world through their eyes. People don't even make sense when they're typing. Horrible communication. That's what this is. Horrible communication and mental health issues. Oshun, I see the world from my perspective and the same for me. I never see theirs. This don't even make any fucking sense. Anybody named Oshun can't even form a fucking sentence correctly. Don't come up in my shit talking shit and you on some mental health shit. You're gonna get called on it. I've been done wrong. Shut the fuck up. Ain't not one white boy ever done you wrong in your life. Would you say seekers of truth? Niggas think this is the Wild Wild West and be getting their ass laid down. Yup. You fuck around with police in your vicinity and you got a pistol in your hand, you are about to die 100% of the time. Or go to the hospital. This is not rocket science. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, let me just show you how serious I am. Watch this. I'm already known. Watch this. Hold on. Let me show y'all what I mean. So you don't think I'm just jiving. Hold on, pop on in, pop on in. My computer's slow. I got so many tabs up right now. Bear with a pimp. Here we go. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, that ain't it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So just so y'all know I'm not bullshitting. Let me share my screen. Okay, here we go. What I say here, that's my name right there, Varian Xavier. The X is for Xavier. I said what? 85% of any women with the name Oshun is crazy as a cave bat. Trust me, I've studied this for years. Any women with the name Oshun got mental health issues. I said it again right here. What? It's official. I tried to ignore it and thought I was tripping, but no, I wasn't. Everybody named what? Oshun is crazy as fuck. Some milder than others, but still mentally disturbed. I'm sorry, no shade, but this seems to be a scientific fact. I was joking when I said that. Do not ever marry a chick named Oshun. She would drive you batshit crazy. Another one I posted in 2018. Is it me or every sister named Oshun a little off mentally? I'm sorry, just something I noticed. Laughing my ass, just kidding. No, I'm not. Any bitch named Oshun is a whack job. Trust me on this. Here go again, I posted in 2020. 80% of people named Bay, Oshun, and L is crazy as a cave bat. I promise it never fails when they open their mouth. So people, when I just say bitch's name Oshun is crazy, people think, no. To name yourself Oshun, you have to be a crazy ass bitch. What else I say right here? Hold on. Here go. It said Yee Oshun. Prince is in the water praying and shit. These Oshun bitches think they got some motherfucking powers. And they do dumb shit. This is a nigga representing Oshun all in the water. A black American thinking he's spiritual because he's saying a prayer standing in water. Nutcase shit. Listen, right here. No gynecologist with a PhD on earth recommends yoni steaming. Oshun Living Great Johnson seems to know more than a PhD. These bitches named Oshun are whack jobs. Here go another post I made about Oshun. You ever notice everybody with the name Oshun or a name called Born Allah is crazy as a cave bat? I promise they wacko and deranged. Oshun, I may be off that whiskey, true enough, but I'm still telling the motherfucking truth. Bitch, you crazy. You crazy as hell. Everybody named Oshun is a whack job. Man, look here. Let me take my camera off. You know what I'm saying? Look here, family. Change your name. Oshun has been debunked. Listen here. I'm just reading the comments. Y'all funny. Niggas think this is the Wild Wild West and be getting their ass laid out. So I cannot believe the amount of black folk justifying murder. Carmelo Anthony's weak ass stabbing this white boy in the heart and killing him. He's about to do fucking 20 plus years in prison. He was wrong. I can't believe niggas is embarrassing us on social media justifying murder. All white folk, Mexican folk, Russians, Asians, the entire world think we are crazy co-signing Carmelo Anthony. And you niggas is trying to save face so bad, you think you're really saying something. Pointing the finger, you guys really think you're doing something, but all you're doing is embarrassing my people. You're embarrassing black folk. You're murdering and acting a goddamn fool and donating to murderers. You're donating to killers, and it's just making us look bad. In other words, You guys are fucking up the next black generation. What black folk is doing over the last 30 days is telling the youth it's okay to kill somebody because guess what? We're going to support you and donate to you. This is the message black youth are getting from y'all dumbass adults. They're getting the message that it's okay to run around with a pistol in your hand, and if you get shot, it's okay because the black community is going to donate to you and it's going to be okay. This is a message black folk have been sending the youth for the last 30 days, and I'm ashamed of it. The entire world is laughing at us. These are clear murder cases, and you guys are fronting and acting like it's not just because you're racist and you saying on social media, I support my own no matter what. God damn. Now you can hear me. I've been running my mouth for how long? About 20 minutes and no sound. I'm so sorry. If you can hear me now, punch in number 8. If you can hear me now, type a number 8. Thank you, Armchair. I've been talking for so long. Let me just repeat what I said in a nutshell. This crazy heifer Okay, let me just repeat what I said. We're talking about deadly force used. We're talking about excessive force. We're talking about normal physical force and when you can use deadly force and when you can't use deadly force. The only time you can use deadly force, meaning stabbing someone in the heart or shooting someone dead, is if you feel imminent death. Carmelo didn't fear imminent death. If a person is 250 pounds and athletic and a football player, and I'm just 160-pound, 55-year-old, I possibly can use deadly force because the force against me is not proportional. If a guy comes at me with a bat and a machete, I can use deadly force against him to save my life from being maimed or killed. If a guy is athletic at 160 pounds, this shit plays out in court, and this is how they do. I'm trying to tell you, I watch these videos. If a guy is 160 pounds and is athletic on the football team, and he gets into an altercation with another guy who is at 190 pounds on the football team, this 160 pounder cannot use deadly force against a 190 pounder. If the 190 pounder slaps him, he can protect himself legally by slapping back, getting the fuck out the way and running, or just knuckle up. You cannot kill or use deadly force against someone who's using simple physical force. This is basic self-defense laws and common sense if you read about it. God damn. So Carmelo cannot stab someone to death because someone pushed him or took his bag and threw it. It's not proportionate to the force they used. Deadly force is a whole nother category. You cannot use deadly force if you don't fear imminent death. Carmelo Anthony did not fear he was about to be killed in front of 100 coaches all around the track field, 100 of kids and peers all around you in broad daylight at a high school sporting event. So when persons compare Case and Allen, some kind of case I don't know much about, where a kid or somebody was jumped in a bathroom away from staff, away from students and peers, away from anybody, and someone was jumped and someone used deadly force to defend themselves because they feared they was going to die in a bathroom, that's okay in a totally different scenario. You cannot compare Carmelo Anthony in public around 100 staff and coaches, around a bunch of peers in broad daylight, not in a back alley, not in some secluded bathroom. You cannot compare them to as an example. Can't do it. So when I was on mute and people didn't hear me, this is what I was saying. This is not anything race-based. This has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with strict law and right and wrong. You guys made it all about race because you're racist, because you got low self-esteem, and all you want to do is point the finger at white folk when you're the one who's dead wrong. Everybody subscribe to my brother Armchair Philosopher's YouTube channel. It's a new channel. Armchair Philosopher is a respectful person, and he used humor and comedy to make a point. It's called Armchair Philosopher. Check out my new channel. So anybody watching this or hearing me, go to Armchair Philosopher X, check out my new channel, and go subscribe to it. You'll laugh, it's hilarious, and it's some real shit. Subscribe to Armchair Philosopher's channel. Check out my new channel. So you got to put that in, Armchair Philosopher. Check out my new channel, and it'll pop up. All right. Somebody said, what happened to the volume? Y'all reminded me my volume was fucked up. You know, I probably was talking too long without volume. I don't even know if when I was talking about the Oshun shit, if it shit showed up. But I can't stand chicks named Oshun. They're so full of shit. They're so mentally disturbed. It just so happened Yoruba Oshun came up in here talking that yin yang. All right. So Oshun says this. Even though blacks are not majority of the population, they suffer more police injustice than the other race per capita. Now, what Oshun fails to understand and or doesn't know is that black Americans lead in all, hold on, let me put me on the camera. Black Americans, and I would not disparage my own kind or race just to say this. Black Americans lead in all violent crime categories in the United States of America by percentage of their population. This is a fact. I've done a full-blown presentation on this. Black Americans are terrorizing America. We're 13% of the populations, but commit 50% of the murders in America. This is a fact. You can go on YouTube right now and put in taxi cab robberies. I guarantee you the first 8 robberies that show up, all black men. Put in cell phone store robberies. I guarantee you all cell phone store robberies will be all black men. I'm telling you, you have categories of violent crime, which is rape, battery, assault, robbery, arson, um, homicide, and it's a few more. And black folk lead in every single category of violent crime out of all races in America. My friends know this. I done a full-blown presentation on it. Rob Bourne tried to debate me on this subject. And once I did that presentation, the nigga disappeared and didn't want that smoke. Nobody wants that smoke with me on that topic because they know I pulled up all the stats and showed and proved. Because every single police officer, excuse me, every single police department have to report every crime that happened that day. My sister-in-law, my daughter's mother's sister, which is basically my sister-in-law, worked as a secretary for the Long Beach Police Department. See, a lot of y'all don't have professionals in your family, so you wouldn't know. If the Long Beach Police Department shot someone, they have to report that. If they arrested somebody, they have to report that during their paperwork. All these reports go to the feds or the government. And then the FBI puts together statistics about crime from the reporting from individual city police departments. And they've compiled all this information by race, age, sex, gender, all that. Black folk lead in every single category of violent crimes, except, I think, arson. And not all states have arson as a violent crime, but California does. The only category of violent crimes black folk didn't lead in was arson. You can't tell me. So I don't want to hear shit. What up, baby girl? On a live stream. I'm about to get off in a second. I'll call you back. All right, baby. Yeah, so I'm about done. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to make a live stream and talk some shit. Anyway, I'm out of here. Peace.